break down some top sirloin roast. You're gonna use your hand and take the picanha off. Now the picanha is probably the best part of the top sirloin. It's gonna be very tender. It's gonna have a great flavor. Take your knife and cut it in half, and there you go. You have two nice picanha steaks, or two cap steaks. There you go. You could trim it up a little bit, or you could leave the fat on. It's up to you. And there you go. So always look for the beef roast when you go to the store. It's where you're gonna get your best value from. All right, so now we're gonna cut off the rat part of the top sirloin. We're gonna cut it in half, and it's gonna be a circle. Those are gonna be your baseball steaks. So it's gonna be very tender piece of meat. And now the rest of the top sirloin, we're gonna cut it in half again, and get you two more steaks. And these are called sirloin fillets. Okay, so just by buying the sirloin roast, you're gonna get the sirloin fillet, which is gonna be way more expensive by itself. So when you go to the store, always look for the roast. It's gonna be the best value. So if you see the sirloin steaks on sale, ask your butcher for the top sirloin roast. It's gonna be gonna get your best value from. Same thing. We're gonna rip off the picanha off again, or the cap steaks. And you're gonna cut a little bit of the fat off, split them down the middle, and you're gonna have two more steaks. So obviously you're seeing the value right away from just buying the roast. So always look for the roast. Anytime you go to the supermarket or wherever you shop at, if the meat you want is on sale, look for the roast. Same thing again. We're gonna clean up the top sirloin roast just a little bit, and just by us doing that, now we're gonna cut off the bottom right there. Just clean it up. That part they usually have a lot of connective tissue, and it's usually very chewy, so it's best to cut it up, and you can use those for kebab or stew meat. And you want to cut it in half again. You're gonna get yourself two more sirloin fillets. Split this down the middle, and you end up with two more sirloin fillets. Now look at all the meat you got just for buying the roast. If you were to buy these separate, it would cost you way more money. So always look for the roast. It's gonna be where you're gonna get your best value from. I always like to keep my content simple so it's easy to follow along. So when you go to the store, always pick up the roast and save yourself some money. All right, so there you go. That's everything you got from two top sirloin roasts.